I should start calling this car diaries, because all these people have like inspirational thoughts in the shower or something like that. I have mine in the car. I get so much clarity in the car. So here is today's message. I want to explore with you cognitive dissonance. This is a word I'm learning in therapy. So if you're here, thank you for joining my healing journey. I am not a therapist, and I highly recommend therapy for everybody. It is amazing when you find the person for you. I'm learning so much, and I'm not an expert at any of this. However, I speak from my experiences and what I'm working through, what I have worked through, also a lot of past things that I have worked through. And also I have various degrees and whatnot, but I highly recommend counseling. So, cognitive dissonance. When you have two thoughts about something, let's use this as relationships, because I talk a lot about relationships here. When you have two conflicting thoughts or ideas that you think are facts, it creates a lot of disturbance in our minds. So if you are dating somebody or you are with a partner and you have come to believe, in my past experience, I had started being with this partner who I thought of very highly. I chose this person because, and I'm going to get to the point in a second, so stay with me. But I chose this person because everything they showed me at first, the actions, the words, all the things, right? This is how very smart, intelligent people can end up in very unhealthy relationships. If you're open-minded and you're kind and you're a good person, you take people for their word, you think the best of everybody, and so therefore, when they show you or manipulate you, right? Because let's be real, when they manipulate you or lie to you, you believe it initially, then they show you who they actually are. And when they show you, let's believe them, okay? When they show you who they actually are, there's that cognitive dissonance in our mind that's like, wait a minute, there must be a reason for this. So then we give them the benefit of the doubt. We give them excuses. We make up excuses in our mind of why they did that. Maybe it's even our fault. You know, if we respect this person or did respect them, we kind of think maybe it's us, you know? So we make up in our mind, it's almost like, because we can't have two beliefs at the same time, it creates a lot of disturbance, that cognitive dissonance. It creates like you can't think, it's like wanting to eat the donut, but knowing the donut's bad for you. It creates a disturbance. You make an excuse for it. You say, well, I want to, I'm stressed out, I just want to have the donut. Or I'm gonna go through a drive-through because I'm stressed out. We have to give ourselves a reason for doing what we know is not good for us. So when the person shows us they're not a good person, we come up with all these stories of why they're behaving that way. So for me, I'm telling you all to tell this, that when we end a relationship, or when a relationship ends, it's the death of something. We grieve that. We also have a lot of feelings: anger, sadness, hurt. We also can feel like, what did I do? What didn't I do? What could I have done better? If you're a good person, you're gonna go through this process of healing and dealing with it. It also, we don't talk about this, brings up a lot of shame, brings up a lot of embarrassment. How can someone as an adult in our 40s go through something traumatic, a traumatic experience like this? How is that even possible? And this is why. If you're going through something, you know, in our 20s, in our teens, in our 20s, it's totally acceptable in society to go through relationships, have breakups, all the things, because we don't know. We're experimenting. That's what you should be doing. You should be, you know, talking to various people, learning what you don't like, learning what you do like. And as you get to a certain age, right, quote unquote, society, a lot of times, it sends a message that you should have your shit together. And if you don't, you know, like, you kind of get looked at sideways, especially if you are a professional. If you are, you know, you have your shit together, mostly, you know. So We're not perfect. Today's message is we're not perfect. Allow yourself to be human. A friend told me the other day, and I will never forget what she said. So thank you, friend. You know who you are. She said, you know what? Your strong point is that you never give up. You still love. You still look at people as good. You still view people as good. You still try. You still get back in the game of life. You don't give up. And that really stuck with me because it's true. I don't. That's why I have a home that I bought myself. That's why I have a business that I built myself. That's why I have 4 now beautiful, amazing children. You know, so let yourself, you know, there is a healing process that we must go through, but do not feel guilt and shame. Do not stay there long, please, because we're human, going through a human experience. We're allowed to make mistakes. And actually, I feel, and this is what I keep telling myself, I feel that we learn, right, from our mistakes. We're not going to keep repeating the patterns. We're going to go to therapy. We're going to do a lot of positive things to build, to be better humans. But we're not going to stay in a place of shame or guilt or blaming ourselves, because that's just harm. That's harmful on ourselves. And if you keep showing up and you keep putting yourself out there in the world, that's beautiful. And I want to congratulate you on getting back in the game, getting back in the ring, because it takes a lot to be vulnerable and to keep going. So I want to encourage you to keep going on this life journey, to know that if you are feeling any of these feelings, which are very valid and very real, just to stay with yourself, to stay with your body, to allow yourself to feel all these heavy feels. You're going to go through periods of feeling peace and joy and happiness and light. And then you're going to go through times of feeling dark, heavy, constricted, the trauma response in our bodies. You're going to go through the shame, the guilt, the embarrassment. But keep showing up in life. Keep being brave. Keep loving. Most importantly, keep loving yourself. Because you are worthy. You are deserving. You are here. Out of all the billions of people on this planet, you are here. And that matters. And you matter. And you matter here in this world. And you are here for a reason. You are precious. God adores you. Life adores you. And on this journey together, we are learning how to adore ourselves. I believe in you. Keep shining.